Hello everybody and welcome to episode 31 of Raw here in our WWE 2K25 Universe mode. And we are kicking off as always with the 24/7 Championship on the line. Oh, here we go. It is him, Carmelo Hayes, gonna step up to the plate to take on Ricochet for the 24/7 Championship. And it's been no secret that Carmelo Hayes has been frustrated by his lack of opportunities in his Universe Mode career. Melo has not really been utilized as much as he wanted to over the past year or so here in Universe Mode, but what a way to really open the eyes of the WWE Universe if he manages to beat Ricochet for the 24/7 Championship. It would be Melo's first title reign in his Universe Mode career. Melo has challenged for that belt on a couple of occasions in his career, never has been able to win it as of yet, but Melo has history with Ricochet, and it's going to be a rivalry reignited here as here comes the 24/7 champion representing SmackDown, Ricochet, walking into his third 24/7 title defense in his reign. Ricochet, a two-time 24/7 champion in his career. And Ricochet has proven ever since his return to Universe Mode that he has not lost a beat. Ricochet and Carmelo Hayes set to lock horns to kick off episode 31 of Monday Night Raw. This is going to be one hell of an epic match. Ricochet defeated Jeff Hardy a couple of weeks ago on SmackDown to win that championship back. Last week, he defeated Braun Strowman on Monday Night Raw to retain that championship. Ricochet is on top of the world, and what a way to kick off Monday Night Raw. Carmelo Hayes challenging Ricochet for that prestigious 24/7 championship.
Introducing the challenger from Boston, Massachusetts, weighing in at 210 pounds, Carmelo Hayes.
Can Melo finally win gold here tonight?
From Las Vegas, Nevada, weighing in at 188 pounds, the 24/7 champion, Rick
Ricochet on top of the world as he is set for yet another 24/7 championship defense. It's going to be a very big night here on Monday Night Raw, but that is what it is all about in our opening match. Carmelo Hayes, the challenger. Ricochet, the champion. Here we go. And oh, both men thinking similar moves. Melo barely graced Ricochet, and these two men are looking to go straight out of the gate. And this is going to be a very big night here on Monday Night Raw. Cheap shot by Melo. We're going to have 4 Money in the Bank qualifying matches. Two for the men, 2 for the women. We've also been told the new WWE Champion John Cena will be in action later on tonight. The new Women's United States Champion AJ Lee will address the fans about her historic title win, and so much more still to come tonight. As Ricochet, shooting star press to Melo early in the match, trying to get a quick night in the office, but obviously not going to be enough. And Carmelo Hayes, he knows He has challenged for numerous championships in his career. Challenged for the United Kingdom Championship in the past. Challenged for the SmackDown Tag Team titles in the past as well. Currently held by the new champs, AOP, this past Friday night on SmackDown. As now these two men looking to have a technical clinic of sorts, as Mello is in control for the time being. And Mello, you could say, out of these two wrestlers, has the power advantage. Oh, knee right to the back, and now a shooting star press of his own. And Mello, he cannot really hesitate. Because, just like that, Ricochet doesn't take a lot for him to recover. The amazing athleticism into the spine buster to Carmelo Hayes. Ricochet telling Mello, come on, man, that's all you got. Look at this. Wrestling circles around Carmelo Hayes for the time being. Now as Mello up. Oh, detonation kick connects. Oh, and a roll through senton. Ricochet is really giving it his all here. Now a barrage of strikes. Scissors kick by the one and only. Using those highly educated feet to good use. Now on the apron. Into the clothesline, which connects. Carmelo Hayes really doesn't feel like himself in this matchup. This is a big opportunity for him. Trying to go for the suplex. Mello able to get out of the way. Now as Ricochet on the ropes. What is he going to do with it? Oh, not able to really do anything. And now Ricochet lands on his feet. Double underhook. Oh, look at this. Like we said, these two have history. Counter after counter. First 48 by Mello. First 48. Cover for the title. Almost got it just like that. Well, that was a good maneuver to execute when the times got tough. The first 48. But now Ricochet trying to get back in this match after that minor setback. Uh-oh. Mello now. Cutter. Cutter connects to Ricochet. Do we have a new 24/7 champion? Almost. Not yet anyway. Mello wants to say that Mello don't miss. For the past year, he has been missing. Now a shooting star. Imagine if Carmelo Hayes manages to win that championship. Oh, Ricochet busted open. This could be Mello's opportunity. He needs to keep his foot on the gas pedal if he wants any chance of walking out of Raw here tonight as the champion. Oh, wait a minute. Ricochet able to stop Mello in his tracks now with some strikes of his own. Wait a minute. Oh my God, the double knees. Look at the blood starting to flow on the face of the champion. Drop kick. And now Mello's in the drop zone. Into the 630. 630 connects. Is this enough for the win? Ricochet retains the 24/7 title here tonight on Monday Night Raw. Mello, he thought that tonight could have finally been his night, but unfortunately, Ricochet was always 2 steps ahead. Able to retain the championship here tonight on Monday Night Raw. Look at this. First 48 by Carmelo Hayes. Surprising Ricochet. We thought that maybe he could have been able to win that championship, especially this, diving deep into his playbook, into the cutter to Ricochet, which resulted in a near fall And then Ricochet was able to dive back into this match and hit the beautiful 630 senton in order to once again keep that championship around his waist.
Here's your winner, and still the 24/7 champion,
Ricochet, it was a deep fight, but he manages to come out on top. Ricochet, and still 24/7 champion to start Monday Night Raw. As now the question is, who is next for the one and only, and who could potentially dethrone the one and only? Well, we are back here on Monday Night Raw, and it is time for our first of two Women's Money in the Bank qualifying matches. As here comes Tiffany Stratton making her way to the ring. As Tiffany believes it could very well be Tiffy time for this young woman's career as she manages to qualify for the third annual Women's Money in the Bank ladder match.
The following contest is a triple threat match. Making her way to the ring from Prior Lake, Minnesota, Tiffany Stratton.
Tiffany Stratton yet to be a champion in her Universe Mode career, but definitely believes that a win at Money in the Bank could get her one step closer. Obviously, last week she failed to become the #1 contender for the WWE Women's Championship in that fatal 5-way last week on Raw. But here comes a woman that is a former world champion.
From Auckland, New Zealand,
Toni Storm, first time in her Universe Mode career, performing as a member of the Raw roster. Obviously a former women's world champion, had one hell of a reign with that belt during her days on SmackDown. But Toni Storm, believing she needs to get back to the women's championship picture, believing a Money in the Bank win could do that for her. Toni Storm, the timeless one, looking to be the second woman to qualify for the third annual Money in the Bank ladder match. We know one name that's already qualified. That is SmackDown's Bianca Belair. So that is already going to start a star-studded field. But here comes a woman we haven't seen quite a lot of over the past few months. Liv Morgan. And Liv Morgan, former WWE Women's Champion, former Women's United States Champion as well. Liv Morgan looking to return to Monday Night Raw in style and qualify for the Women's Money in the Bank ladder match. We know her boyfriend, Dominic Mysterio, is going to be in one of our men's qualifying matches later on tonight. Could you imagine if Liv and Dominic both managed to make it to Money in the Bank? We could see a power couple, both as Mr. and Miss Money in the Bank. Well, here we go. Tiffany Stratton, Toni Storm, and Liv Morgan. Who is going to qualify for the Women's Money in the Bank ladder match? We are about to find out, as Liv Morgan, like we said, has missed a few months of action, hasn't had a whole lot of exposure for a little bit. Looking to go straight out of the gate, but timeless Toni Storm. So amazing seeing Toni on Monday Night Raw. And now feeding shots right to Liv Morgan into the cover. But Tiffany was right there to break it up. And it's going to take a lot more than that to beat someone like Liv Morgan. And obviously, triple threat matches, no countouts, no disqualifications. We're going to have a definite winner on who gets to qualify. Oh, collision between all three ladies there. Oh, my goodness. And Morgan, round the world we go. Hurricane Rana to Toni Storm. And Morgan trying to take advantage. Obviously, a desperate cover. Morgan wants it to be a quick night in the office. Here comes Tiffany. The three blonde bombshells of WWE. What a neck breaker. And obviously later on tonight we're going to see Bayley, Athena, and Naomi collide in a triple threat match to see who will be the third woman out of 8 to qualify for the Money in the Bank ladder match. Oh, Morgan wanted a drop kick, but obviously nobody was there. And now it's Morgan all alone with Tiffany Stratton now for the time being. But Toni Storm with a baseball bat. And Tiffany rolling up Toni, trying to steal the win, and obviously a little bit too early to try to get a sneaky move like that. And now Samoan drop to Toni, and Morgan with the baseball bat this time. And now Morgan into the cover again. But Tiffany kicking out quickly. It's not going to be a quick night in the office if you want to go to Money in the Bank. Obviously, if you win the Money in the Bank ladder match, guarantees a championship opportunity any place, anytime. Morgan, code breaker to Tiffany. And Tiffy, I believe, is now busted open. And now Liv. This could be her time. Oblivion. What an oblivion to Toni Storm to go to Money in the Bank. No. Tiffany looking to make Liv Morgan pay. Blood on her face. And now Toni Storm, the former Women's World Champion. The woman who retained that belt at last year's WrestleMania. Oh my God. The crash and burn there for Toni Storm. Now Stratton. Ooh, beautiful power slam to Morgan. Now going for her own cover, and Toni able to recover in time before the count could even start. Oh, Tiffany tried to go for a drop kick, and now thrown over the top rope. And here comes Liv now. Obviously for Liv, I believe it was ever since the road to WrestleMania that we have seen Liv Morgan. Unfortunately, was not able to make it on the card. And you got to think that has been eating away at Liv for the past few months. Cover. And a kick out again by timeless Toni Storm. And now, Irish whip. Neck breaker yet again. But here comes Tiffany into a neck breaker of her own. And now, tilt-a-whirl backbreaker by Tiffany. You got to think all three of these ladies must be thinking, what do I have to do to get my spot in the women's Money in the Bank ladder match? 4 wrestlers from Raw, 4 wrestlers from SmackDown are able to qualify. And obviously, like we said, unfortunately, both the other 2 women's Money in the Bank ladder match winners in Universe Mode history have both failed their Money in the Bank cash-ins. Hikaru Shida failed to cash in, and so did Zoe Stark. And look at Tiffany into the Alabama Slam. Beautiful transition, but Toni was right there to break up the cover. Tiffany trying to go for a few strikes, but Toni Storm, what was she thinking? Tiffy now brings Toni. Is she gonna hit it? Oh, bit of a splash there. But Liv Morgan stopping Tiffy from trying to go for the cover, it seems. And now what does Liv got to be thinking? sending Tiffy right into the corner. Toni back to her feet. And now Toni Storm, bicycle knee. Clothesline by Tiffy. You can tell all three of these women's wrestlers are fatigued. Oh, look at this. Tiffany Stratton into the drop kick to Liv. Oh, wait a minute. Morgan rolls through. Tony's down to go to Money in the Bank. No, kick out by Tiffy. Could you imagine if that was how Liv Morgan was able to qualify? And now Liv Morgan taking it to Toni Storm. You could hear the boos from the fans in attendance. Codebreaker again. What the hell is Liv Morgan doing? Both Toni and Tiffany are down. Oh, sledgehammer right in the face. And now Morgan going for the cover. Is she going to do it? No. You got to think, Morgan wasted way too much time. And now the Oblivion, yet again, going to go for the cover to go to Money in the Bank. No, near fall for Liv Morgan. Ah, Toni Storm throwing the chair. And Toni is now fired up. Toni Storm has not been the same since she lost that SmackDown Women's Championship. Neckbreaker. Going for a cover of her own. No. Well, we are back here on Monday Night Raw. We are in the midst of a women's Money in the Bank qualifying match. Toni Storm, Tiffany Stratton, and Liv Morgan. Morgan with another drop kick. And now has the sledgehammer. Oh my God, brutalizing Tiffany Stratton with it. Liv Morgan wants nothing more than a go to Money in the Bank. Another Oblivion to Toni. This could be it. No. Stratton, what the hell was that? Recovering almost instantly. Codebreaker. Oh my God, Liv Morgan's lost her damn mind. Another Oblivion. What the hell is she doing? Liv Morgan, oh. Baseball bats. Liv Morgan could have covered Toni there and possibly have won the match. That has got to be the weirdest decision making I've ever seen. Toni now rolling up Liv to go to Money in the Bank. No, near fall for her. As this match continues, Toni Storm now on the apron. Drop kick to Liv. Tiffany on the top though. Cover. Tiffany able to break it up. And now can it indeed be Tiffy time? No. Toni Storm able to counter. Has Tiffany on the top rope. What is Toni thinking? Oh my God. Into the superplex. Oh my God, into a Storm Zero. And another one. Toni Storm. Can she do it? Cover. Hug of the leg. No. Morgan stays alive. And another Storm Zero. This is desperation for Toni. Cover on Tiffany. Toni Storm is going to Money in the Bank. What a victory for timeless Toni Storm. She is heading to the 3rd annual Money in the Bank ladder match. She will join Bianca Belair. What a match between these 3 women's talents. We thought on numerous occasions it could have been the returning Liv Morgan. Look at this brutal codebreaker to Tiffany Stratton. And Liv was firing on all cylinders, trying to brutalize both her opponents. It was right here. Oblivion to Toni Storm. Tiffany was already down, but deciding not to take advantage, which allowed Toni Storm to get back into this matchup and issue her own rampage of finishers on both her opponents. This one on Liv Morgan didn't manage to work, but one final one on Tiffany Stratton was enough to get the job done. Toni Storm has done it.
Here is your winner, Toni Storm.
Toni Storm's first match on the Raw roster was a successful one. She is going to Money in the Bank, and could we very well see this woman with the Money in the Bank briefcase when the ladder match is all said and done, which will guarantee Toni a women's title shot any place, anytime within the next calendar year. We're going to have to wait and see, but what a victory for Toni Storm here on Monday Night Raw. Well, there's the new Women's United States Champion, AJ Lee, set to address the fans about her United States Championship win last week on Monday Night Raw. Last week on Raw 30, I became the new Women's United States Champion, solidifying my place on the Raw roster finally. And let me tell you, I am here for one reason, and that is to face the best young women's talent on Raw, and that is exactly what... Uh-oh. There's Roxanne. AJ, I don't even know why you're even out here. You stole that Women's US title from me. You don't even belong on Monday Night Raw anymore. It is big 2025, but if you're going to stay on Monday Night Raw, how about you give me my rematch for the United States Championship? Fine. I'll see you, bitch. Oh, wow. Short and sweet for AJ Lee. The issues between these two former close friends has reached its breaking point. Roxanne Perez challenging AJ Lee to a rematch for the United States Championship. An absolute dream match between these two women's talents. AJ accepts, but the question is, when will that match take place? We're going to have to wait and see. But Roxanne Perez is clearly not done with AJ Lee. Well, we are back here on Monday Night Raw, and the women's action does not stop, as here comes the #1 contender for the WWE Women's Championship, the multiple-time champ, Becky Lynch, is in action on Monday Night Raw.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making her way to the ring from Dublin, Ireland. The Becky Lynch.
It was last week on Monday Night Raw. Becky Lynch won a fatal 5-way match in order to become the #1 contender for the WWE Women's Championship. She will face Nia Jax for that title at Money in the Bank. But tonight, Becky Lynch is in singles action as she goes one-on-one with Nia Jax's new ally, new friend in a sense, Lash Legend, who is set to make her Universe Mode debut. Becky Lynch must feel good to be back on the red brand, as here comes a woman that was formerly one of the Meta 4 girls, now finds herself as a protege of the WWE Women's Champion.
And representing Meta 4 from Atlanta, Georgia, Lash Legend.
It was back at Crown Jewel when Nia Jax and Io Sky had their rematch for the WWE Women's Championship. Lash Legend was accompanying Nia Jax to the ring, basically confirming that Lash Legend is the new protege or tag team partner to Nia Jax. So Lash Legend making her in-ring debut here on Universe Mode tonight, and what an opponent to have your first match against in Becky Lynch. Lash Legend could quickly become a big face here on Monday Night Raw. You hear the Becky chants, but it's time to see what Lash Legend could be made of. Oh, no, and there you go. Oh my God, almost like a torture rack of some sorts. Becky quickly able to get out of it. Becky Lynch, 2-time Raw and 1-time SmackDown Women's Champion. Oh! How great is it to see Becky back in the ring? Cover. Hook of the leg of Lash. And ooh, could you imagine if Becky was able to score the victory that quickly here on Monday Night Raw? The Lash Legend. Oh, and a splash. Becky Lynch back to her feet. Now these two women going to have a collar and elbow tie-up here. Is now Becky going to control the arm of Lash. We're going to have a back and forth here between these two ladies. Oh, pulling right on the arm of Becky. And for the veteran Becky Lynch, could be difficult because she doesn't have a lot to really steady from Lash Legend. She's just going in this blind. Ooh. Elbows there by Becky, though. And Lash Legend, she is quite powerful. But these two women, it's just a battle of control right now. And you got to think, how, if Lash Legend is able to beat Becky Lynch here tonight, how that could affect the confidence of Becky Lynch heading into the women's title match at Money in the Bank. Now a headlock by Lash Legend being applied. Becky trying to get back to her feet, down to a knee. Lash Legend's just twerking on the arm. And that's the thing, if Becky Lynch is injured, she might not even make it to Money in the Bank. But look at Becky just continuing to fight into the uppercut. And now gonna go for those vintage leg drops. Becky Lynch is here on Netflix. Now looking for Lash Legend to get back to her feet. Oh, brutal shot using that Irish temper. Now into a submission in on Lash. Legend able to get out of it. And now, look at this power slam. Look, but Nia Jax. Nia Jax just removed the buckle pad. The WWE Women's Champion. And that could give Lash a bit of an edge in this match. Becky Lynch on the apron now. And Lash Legend's loving every second of this. You could just tell. Oh! Shot there. Now into the cover by Lash Legend and a kick out by Becky Lynch. You could hear the boos by the fans in attendance. Wait a minute, Lash could have been going for the end there. Both these women countering everything. The Lash Legend is keeping in this control. That is the power advantage of this young woman. Oh, and the kick. Now into the cover. Can Lash Legend win in her debut? Almost got it. That would be a huge win for Lash Legend. Could we see one of the biggest upsets in Universe Mode history? Choke slam powerbomb. Shoulders down for the win. Becky kicks out at 2. We're not worthy chants by the fans in attendance. As the new face of Monday Night Raw is here. Oh my God, the backbreaker. The Lash Legend showing all of us why Nia Jax chose her as her new tag team partner. And I believe Nia Jax removed the buckle pad again. Oh my goodness. Oh, Becky brought right back into the ring by force. Oh, but Becky able to counter. And now here we go. The Irish last kicker. Doesn't want to go down without a fight. And now, into the armbar. Armbar on Lash. Can Becky get the victory? No. Lash able to get out of it for the time being. Becky still counters. Oh, and throwing Becky. Lash Legend. Look at the strikes. Oh, uppercut. Becky's still on her feet. What the hell is Lash thinking here? Oh, went for the elbow. Failed to connect. And now can Becky hit it? He's probably thinking disarm her. Lash able to counter. Look at Lash Legend go. My God. Brutal boot right into the corner. Becky could be out. Are we going to see it again? No. Chokeslam powerbomb again. Is it time for the upset? Lash Legend has just pinned the #1 contender. Lash Legend has beaten Becky Lynch. I don't care what anybody says. That has got to be one of the most shocking upsets in Universe Mode history. And it wasn't like it wasn't clean either. Sure, Nia Jax removed the buckle pad a couple of times, but Becky Lynch has just lost clean to the debuting Lash Legend. Lash was wrestling circles over Becky Lynch. Look at this. Bam! Becky was favoring her nose. And then Lash knew that this was her time to strike a second choke slam powerbomb. And Lash Legend has beaten Becky Lynch.
Here is your winner,
And you gotta think, with a win like that, how will that influence Becky Lynch's mindset heading in to the WWE Women's Championship match at Money in the Bank. What a debut for Lash Legend here tonight on Monday Night Raw. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are back here on Monday Night Raw, and it is time for the Vision to make their way to the ring. Obviously, the leader, Seth freaking Rollins, and the new WWE Tag Team Champions.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring at a combined weight of 777 pounds. The team of Seth Rollins, Braun Breaker, and Bronson Reed.
Obviously, Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed of the Vision last week on Raw 30 beat the Street Profits to become the new WWE Tag Team Champions. Seth Rollins has also been clamoring for an opportunity at the United States Championship, challenging LA Knight to a trios match here tonight, where if the Vision wins, Rollins gets his rematch for the US title at Money in the Bank. LA Knight accepted, but under one condition. If LA Knight and his teammates win, LA Knight's teammates challenge the Vision. So it's going to be interesting. We don't know who LA Knight's partners are in this match, but here comes the US Champion.
From Los Angeles, California, weighing in at 241 pounds, the WWE United States Champion,
LA Knight with that beautiful United States title around his waist. He won an impromptu six-pack challenge at Crown Jewel to win that United States Championship. And last week he stood face to face to Seth Rollins and said, "You haven't earned an opportunity at my championship." But if the Vision wins this trios match, Rollins will get that rematch that he has been begging for. But the bigger question is, who are LA Knight's partners in this match that want to challenge the Vision? Oh. The Motor City Machine Guns, the former World Tag Team Champions. Alex Shelley, Chris Sabin,
420 pounds, Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin, Machine Guns.
Obviously, the Motor City Machine Guns want to be tag team champions. They have a huge opportunity teaming up with fellow TNA legend LA Knight to try to take on the Vision. What an amazing choice by LA Knight. Motor City Machine Guns, one of the greatest tag teams in the world. And now here we go, the Vision versus LA Knight and Motor City. Is this the only time we'll ever see LA and Detroit team up? LA Knight going after Rollins, Chris Sabin going after Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed going after Alex Shelley. Now remember, first man who gains pinfall or submission will earn their team the victory. Anything can happen in a six-man tornado match. Oh, and I believe the referee got a little bit of that exchange. LA Knight now going after Bronson Reed. And of course, Braun Breaker made history last week. The first man to win tag team championships in a Universal career with two different partners. Obviously, back in Season 2, he was a tag champ with Cody Rhodes. And now he's a tag team champion with Bronson Reed as part of the Vision. Look at this, LA Knight and Chris Sabin going after the big man Bronson Reed. Seth Rollins. Imagine how frustrated he would be if the Vision lose here tonight. LA Knight going for a DDT. Rollins able to counter. Oh my God. Alex Shelley accidentally took out LA Knight, his own partner. Hopefully LA Knight knows that that's not intentional. Look at Braun Breaker. Takes out Alex Shelley. Here comes Sabin. Oh, LA Knight with a steel chair to Rollins on the outside. As Motor City Machine Guns 2-on-1 attack on Braun Breaker. And now Sabin with a crossface, ropes forcing the break. Bronson Reed with a steel chair trying to go after Shelley. Now it is Sabin and Breaker all alone. Brainbuster on the outside. Rollins takes out Knight as well. And Braun Breaker, the amazing athleticism. Now Breaker into the cover to win the match for the Vision in a kick out. If the Vision wins, Seth Rollins will face LA Knight for the United States Championship at Money in the Bank. But if LA Knight and Motor City win, Motor City Machine Guns will have to challenge the Vision for the tag team titles. Either way, someone's getting a title match. Look at Braun Breaker throwing Chris Sabin. And now Bronson Reed and Alex Shelley locking horns. Seth Rollins now back in the mix. Power slam to Shelley. Who would have thought we would see Seth Rollins and Alex Shelley in the same ring? LA Knight with a clothesline. Bronson Reed with the kendo stick, defending his leader, the enforcer of the Vision. And Sabin into a tornado DDT. Look at Shelley. Oh, brutal takedown. The Vision trying to be in control. Rollins throwing the kendo stick to LA Knight, right to the United States champion. Knight with a drop kick. And now here comes the megastar. Into the elbow to Seth. Going for the cover to win the match for his team, and almost got it. But LA Knight, he only has one move to do. Motor City in control of the other members of the Vision on the outside, trying to hit the BFT. Rollins with the drop kick. Sabin from behind. How great when you have the Motor City Machine Guns watching your back. And Braun Breaker now with Alex Shelley. Oh no, didn't work. Sabin now on the top. What's he thinking? Oh, went for a drop kick on Rollins. Failed to connect. LA Knight now with the sledgehammer to Braun Breaker. Super kick to Reed. And now Knight and Shelley stand tall. Everyone else in the Vision is compromised. They did not expect this level of defense by LA Knight and Motor City. Rollins, pedigree to Sabin on the outside. And now the other two realize And now everyone going at it. It is anarchy in the arena here on Raw 31. Something's going to have to give. There are bodies everywhere. Now Braun Breaker throwing Shelly into the ropes. Or sorry, into the steps. And again. LA Knight now in the ring. And Rollins is too. Here we go. Oh, wait a minute. Shelly into the blade runner. Cover to win the match against the Vision. Almost got it for Motor City. Chris Sabin on the top yet again. LA Knight brutalizing Rollins with a sledgehammer. Crossbody by Sabin. Rollins, Falcon's arrow to LA Knight on the outside. Great Hurricane Rana by Shelly. Oh, but Braun Breaker. Is he going to hit it? Wait a minute. Sabin trying to defend his partner. Braun Breaker trying to fight back with everything he's got. But the Motor City machine guns are everywhere. BFT to Bronson Reed by LA Knight. Cover. Hook of the leg. LA Knight and Motor City machine guns with the win over the Vision. Which means that the Motor City machine guns have now become the #1 contenders for the WWE Tag Team Championships. After a bit of miscommunication in the early stages, we thought that would have been an easy win for the Vision, but unfortunately, that was not the case. LA Knight and Motor City machine guns fought like hell, and it paid off in a big way. Which means Seth Rollins will have to try a little bit harder if he really wants to try to challenge for that United States Championship again. Because LA Knight has now helped the Motor City machine guns become the #1 contenders for the WWE Tag Team Championships. And I cannot wait to see Motor City and the Vision throw down the BFT to Big Bronson Reed, and it was all over for LA Knight and Motor City. As these three amazing ex-TNA wrestlers celebrate here on Monday Night Raw. What a victory for these three men. As can the Motor City Machine Guns be our next WWE Tag Team Champions? We will have to wait and see. What a win for LA Knight and Motor City here on Monday Night Raw. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back on Monday Night Raw as it is time for our first men's Money in the Bank qualifying match. Mark Briscoe, Sami Zayn, and Dirty Dominic Mysterio. Obviously, Mark Briscoe was the winner of last year's Money in the Bank ladder match. He cashed in successfully on Kevin Owens to win the Intercontinental Championship. Could you imagine if Mark Briscoe manages to go back to the Money in the Bank ladder match and win it yet again? Sami Zayn and Dominic Mysterio obviously have both never won the Money in the Bank contract. Sami Zayn was a part of the first ever Money in the Bank ladder match in Universe Mode, though, 2 years ago. Look at Briscoe. Oh, into the blockbuster. And a kick to Dominic. Mark Briscoe, he is one hell of an in-ring competitor. one half of the first ever Raw Tag Team Champions. Now into a cover on Dominic, and obviously for Dom, kind of sad because Liv Morgan did not win her qualifying match earlier tonight. Maybe Dominic could still try to win his. Ooh, try to go for a moonsault, failed to connect. And look at Mark Briscoe using that kung fu to his advantage. Oh, but Dominic with the sledgehammer. Right to Mark Briscoe. And now the former UK champion doing his best. Dominic in control for the time being in this triple threat match. Into a drop kick. And obviously Money in the Bank 2 years ago was when Dominic left the Judgment Day the first time. Finn Balor's the current UK champ. Oh, Sammy tried to go for a tornado DDT. Failed to connect, but it still was a rough landing. Oh, Dom with the low blow. Low blow to Mark Briscoe. And now Dominic. Oh my goodness, look at this on the outside. Looking to hit those three amigos. Tribute to the late, great Eddie Guerrero. And now Dom and Mark Briscoe tug of war over that sledgehammer. And now the former Intercontinental Champion, the man that Kevin Owens beat to win that title for a second time. And Sami Zayn into a power bomb to the floor. Oh, but Mark from behind. Mark Briscoe is enjoying this. Just a good old-fashioned fight. But this is a much bigger opportunity. A chance to go to Money in the Bank and win that contract. Something Mark has already done before. But Dominic is just feeding shots into a super kick. And now Sammy looking right at Dominic. Dominic saying, I'm going after you. Oh. And now Dominic Mysterio into the Hurricane Rana to Sammy. Into the cover to qualify for Money in the Bank. We already know one man who's going to Money in the Bank, and that is Bandito from Friday Night SmackDown, who won one hell of a qualifying match. Oh, big shot there by Briscoe. And now Sami Zayn. Shots right into the corner. Can he hit it? Oh, Dominic into the Hurricane Rana to Sammy. Here comes Mark. Oh, another power slam. Oh, into a cannonball of some sorts. How great is it to see Mark Briscoe back in his roots, back on Monday Night Raw. And now, brutal shot to Dominic. What does Mark have in mind? Face buster to Sami Zayn. Hurricane Rana by Dom. As now Mark exits the ring. Grabbing the kendo stick and hitting Dom with it yet again. And Sami Zayn's just watching, enjoying this. And now he's heading out too. Well, remember, the pinfalls and submissions need to happen in the ring. Dominic grabbing another weapon. It is yet another kendo stick. But here comes Sami Zayn. Oh, but Dom. No intentions. Oh, neck breaker. You could hear the fans booing Dirty Dom Mysterio. Oh, drop kick there by Mark Briscoe. And Briscoe has Sammy up into the white noise. Another neck breaker by Dom. But again, the action has to happen in the ring. But these three men don't give a damn. Dominic with the sledgehammer yet again to both his opponents. Right to the gut of Mark Briscoe. And now Dominic into the Falcon's arrow on the outside. And now Mark trying to fight back as well. Oh no. What does Mark have in mind? Oh, now doing the Eddie Guerrero taunt there. Throwing Mark. Dominic on the top. Cross body. Now Sami Zayn's back in the mix. They're going to meet in the middle. Oh, no. Sami wants to get this done in the ring. Oh, but he could have trapped Dominic. That could have been a trap. Haruba kick by Sami Zayn. Is Sami going to Money in the Bank? Cover. Hook of the leg and Mark Briscoe. Last possible millisecond. Saving the match. Sami Zayn was so close to qualifying. And now Mark Briscoe into the elbow. But there's no referee. Atomic drop by Mark. Going right to his little Mysterios. And now it was last year's Money in the Bank winner, Mark Briscoe, who is in control. Briscoe to qualify yet again. Can he do it? No, Sami kicks out at 2. Obviously a bit of a slow count because the referee got accidentally attacked by Mark Briscoe. Look at Mark. Oh my God, into a massive suplex. And now Dom and Mark in the ring. Wait a minute. Dominic into the backslide. Shoulders down, kick out by Mark. Crossbody now. And now it's desperation time for Dominic to try to go to Money in the Bank, and it is not working so far. Sami Zayn back in the mix. Tornado DDT to Mark. Neckbreaker by Dom. Oh, big kendo stick shot by Dominic. Look at Dominic go. And now Mark is in the drop zone. This could be Dominic's chance. Into the frog splash to Mark. Cover. Hook of the leg. And Sami Zayn breaks it up. Oh, but Dom doesn't give a damn. He's still going to try to cover. Not exactly smart if you are Dirty Dom. And now Sami. Can he hit it again, perhaps? No. Beautiful takedown there by Sami Zayn. Trying to create some control. Oh no. Zayn with Dominic right onto the ropes. Drop kick by Zayn. And I believe Briscoe is now busted open. Sami feeling a little bit fired up now. Gonna go for the submission on Mark Briscoe. Will Mark have to tap? Will he tap? No, gets out of it. Oh, trying to go for a springboard kick of some sorts. Zayn now. Oh, Briscoe able to counter. Oh, are we going to see it? Has Zayn going for the J Driller. Sami says no. And the Hurricane Rana to Dom again. Going for the cover. Will Sami Zayn do it? He got it! Sami Zayn is going to Money in the Bank. What a victory. What a match between these three men. These three men looked like they were hell-bent on trying to kill each other, as Sami Zayn will join Bandito as the two names now official for the third annual Men's Money in the Bank ladder match. And Dominic looked like he had some pretty good hits in as well, but Sami Zayn was just that much more determined to make it to Money in the Bank and try to get a guaranteed world title match at any point within the next year, pinning Dominic, and it was over. What a victory as Sami Zayn celebrates. Can this year be Sami Zayn's year? The former United States champion, the former UK champion, but he has never held a world title. Can it be the year of Sami Zayn? We are going to wait and see. But what a victory for Sami Zayn here on Monday Night Raw. Well, ladies and gentlemen, what a night it has already been here on Monday Night Raw as we are set for the arrival of the new undisputed WWE Champion, John Cena, who finally won the big one last week on Raw 30, beating Brock Lesnar. And what a win that was.
Making his way to the ring from West Newbury, Massachusetts, weighing in at 251 pounds, the undisputed WWE Champion, John Cena.
John Cena felt embarrassed after Crown Jewel when he tried to win that title, that he went to the ring last week and called out Brock Lesnar. We had no idea Brock was even here last week, and Brock accepted the challenge at the end of the night. And John Cena shockingly slayed the beast. John Cena is our champion, and he is set to defend that title at Money in the Bank against another former champion, the Ring General Gunther. But tonight, John Cena has issued another challenge. Any member of the Raw roster that wants a chance to get in the... So I apologize for the interruption. John Cena, the new WWE Champion, is in the ring issuing an open challenge to anyone who wants an opportunity to step foot in the ring with John Cena, because John Cena wants to retire after he loses the WWE Championship. And it is the United Kingdom Champion, Finn Balor, is here. Obviously, Finn Balor is not forgotten how John Cena's embarrassed him in the past.
Judgment Day. From Bray, County Wicklow, Ireland, weighing in at 190 pounds, the WWE United Kingdom Champion, Finn Balor.
It was all the way back at Season 1, back when Dominic left the Judgment Day. John Cena teamed up with Dominic to embarrass Finn Balor and Damian Priest on an episode of Raw. And when John Cena pinned Finn Balor when Finn was the European Champion, Finn Balor is not forgotten, and he wants a chance to exact his revenge. And here's the thing for Finn Balor. He is the current UK Champion. John Cena is the current WWE Champion. You gotta think, if Finn Balor manages to beat John Cena here tonight, maybe Finn Balor can earn himself a undisputed championship opportunity. Finn Balor has never challenged for the WWE Championship in his Universe Mode career as of yet. Well, what a match we're about to witness. John Cena, Finn Balor, champion versus champion. And look at John. John Cena stood toe-to-toe with the Beast last week to win that championship. John Cena will not be denied. And look at this. An homage to the Nature Boy Ric Flair figure 4 leg lock. Oh, but Balor, he despises John Cena. He has been on record and has said that. And it's not been a very good night for the Judgment Day. Liv Morgan and Dominic Mysterio both failed to win their respective Money in the Bank qualifying matches. Finn Balor looking to do the unthinkable and beat John Cena here tonight on Monday Night Raw. Ooh. Now Balor tripping Cena. I'm gonna go for the drop kick. Cena able to avoid that drop kick attempt. You can tell Cena's a little bit fatigued. That's why he wants to retire when he drops that championship. It could very well be at Money in the Bank against the Ring General Gunther. Cena now rolling up Balor, trying to get the quick victory. There's Balor. Wait a minute. There's Gunther. Gunther's in the ring. What the hell is Gunther doing here? And Gunther attacking John Cena. Gunther is here. Gunther's attacking Cena. And John trying to fight back against Gunther. Balor from behind. Well, I didn't know this was a no disqualification match. And Gunther getting a few hits in on John Cena. This is quickly turned into a 2-on-1 handicap match. Hitting Cena with a kendo stick. And now I believe Gunther's making his way back to the locker room. But John Cena, his whole motto has always been never give up. But, oh, Balor trying to go for that double stomp. Gunther making his way back to the locker room. He is said to basically telling John Cena, hey, I'm waiting for you at Money in the Bank. You want to keep wrestling? That's fine. I'm going to make sure you lose all your matches leading up to retirement. And that includes here tonight against Finn Balor. John Cena And Finn Balor trading blows. Here comes Finn. Heart-stopping elbow. And look at Balor looking down on the down body of John Cena. No disqualifications. I had no idea that this was the stipulation. And Cena now. Monkey flip to Finn Balor. Brutal shots, and Cena, could he be thinking the end? The greatest of all time has Finn Balor's arm. Remember, Finn Balor has had shoulder injuries in the past. You could tell the fatigue is setting in by John Cena. He got jumped by both Finn Balor and Gunther during this match. But Cena into the Bulldog now to Balor. Can this be enough? Suplex. Oh, throwing a bit of shade at Brock Lesnar. Now Cena. Elbow connects. Is he going to hit it? The 5-knuckle shuffle from the top. No. Balor. Oh no, you got to be kidding me. Power slam to big match John. John's in the drop zone. Balor. Oh, we saw this at Backlash when he won the title. Coup de grace. Coup de grace. Standing coup de grace. Cover. But wait a minute. I believe the referee was a little bit incapacitated. I don't know why. Oh, Cena countering with an elbow. Now as Balor into the AA. AA connects. Shoulders down. And kick out by Balor. But Cena will not be denied. Has Balor up. Oh no. Oh, right onto the turnbuckle. Balor is busted open. Oh, Cena saying he doesn't need weapons. He wants to test himself. But that could cost him. Trip by Balor. Balor needs weapons. Steel chair in hand. Oh my God. Right to the back. Now the elbow. Right to the chest of the WWE Champion. Again, could you imagine if Finn Balor beats John Cena here? How big of a moment it will be. Balor. Is he going to hit it again? The coup de grace. You have got to be kidding me. Cover. Hug of the leg. Cena kicks out again. 2 coup de grace. And the elbow again. Is this gonna be it? Finn Balor has pinned the WWE Champion. Finn Balor has just pinned the undisputed WWE Champion thanks to Gunther. Gunther made his way out here, helped Finn Balor beat up John Cena, and because of that, Finn Balor has scored the biggest win in his Universe Mode career against John Cena. And I don't know about you, but I believe that has made Finn Balor a top contender for the WWE Championship. What a victory for Finn Balor. It looked like Cena was just going to beat Balor here, but Balor didn't let it happen. Another coup de grace. And then this. The elbow straight to the heart of John Cena. And that was enough for Finn Balor to pin John Cena here tonight on Monday Night Raw. Finn Balor has beaten the WWE Champion. I cannot believe it. And Finn Balor, you could tell, he is not going to let John Cena hear the end of that. What a victory for Finn Balor here on Monday Night Raw. And what will the fallout be to that upset victory? We are going to have to wait and see. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for our co-main event of the evening, as it is another women's Money in the Bank qualifying match. Bayley, Naomi, and Athena. And of course, Athena and Bayley, former women's champions. Naomi, the former women's United States champion. She lost her title last week to AJ Lee, but Naomi looking to move on and try to go to Money in the Bank. And Athena, obviously, it's been a while since she's been a top contender for any titles in her Universe Mode career. Oh my god, Naomi. A stunner-like maneuver there. Oh, big kick by Athena. And Athena said when she got brought to the Red Brand that she was going to be a big deal. And Naomi and Bayley, a whole lot of history in their wrestling careers. Big slap to Athena. And now Naomi looking to make up for her title loss by going to Money in the Bank. Looking to join her good friend Bianca Belair and Timeless Toni Storm in the women's Money in the Bank ladder match. Oh, look at Athena going right after the legs of Naomi. Very smart strategy by Athena so Naomi can't execute her knee strikes. Ooh, I believe Athena was thinking a tornado DDT there, but missed the mark completely. I cannot believe what we just witnessed, though, a few moments ago. Finn Balor beating the WWE Champion John Cena. And I have been told that next week on Monday Night Raw, we are going to crown our first ever double champion in Universe Mode history, because it'll be Finn Balor versus John Cena for both the WWE and United Kingdom Championships in a winner-takes-all match. That is going to be huge. Oh. But Athena utilizing the kendo stick there. Cover by Naomi, on Naomi, and Athena almost qualified right there. Oh, Naomi blocking the strike. Now gonna go, wait, nope, failed to connect. Ooh, both women trying to go for similar maneuvers. Imagine seeing these two women one-on-one. Seems like they both steadied each other. Bayley with a sledgehammer to both opponents. The role model. Into the cover. Trying to go to Money in the Bank. Kick out by Naomi. And now fighting with Athena over the kendo stick. What's Athena got in mind? Oh, take down to Naomi. And now Bayley with the sledgehammer yet again. Now covers Naomi. Kick out. Bayley, a seasoned veteran in this business. A woman that has been credited for putting women's wrestling on the map. Bayley now. Homage to the Macho Man with the elbow. And the splash by Athena failed to connect. Bayley into the cover and the kick out. And now Bayley gonna go for it. the Rose Plant connects on Athena. Is Bayley gonna go to Money in the Bank? No, Naomi. Able to get back to her feet. And now using those educated feet to good use. Drop kick by Athena. Athena in a cover now. Is she going to Money in the Bank? Almost stole the victory. Imagine if Athena managed to make it to Money in the Bank. That would be huge for her Universe Mode career. Oh, big shot to Bayley. Knew it was coming. Oh, Bayley though, able to avoid that attack. Oh, baseball bat. And now Athena. Shots to Bayley. Shades of Pete Dunne. Athena is going to utilize some joint manipulation here. Oh, and the double knees to the back. And now Naomi with the bat to Athena. And now has Bayley where she wants her. Takedown, rolls through into the knee. My goodness. And now a takedown by Athena. What's Athena got in mind? Shot right at the back. Oh, Bayley back to her feet. And now showing some fire. Drop kick by Naomi. And now Naomi into a cover again. Will Naomi go to the Money in the Bank ladder match? No. Oh, but she's going to try to go after Bayley. Oh, but Athena. Another drop kick to Naomi. Now into a cover. Is this enough? No. And there's Bayley. Baseball bat. Oh, Naomi into the bubble bomb. Bubble bomb to Bayley. Is this enough? Has both legs hooked and Athena breaks it up again. Keeping the match alive. This is our co-main event to what has been a crazy night here on Monday Night Raw. Who will be the third woman to qualify for the Women's Money in the Bank ladder match? Grabbing the kendo stick again. Shot right to Naomi. Desperate cover for Bayley. Will she do it? No. The former WWE Women's Champion, rear view. And now Naomi utilizing strikes to Athena, but she needs to cover Bayley. Oh, breaking the kendo stick over the chest. Now Naomi into the cover to go to Money in the Bank, and almost got it. Oh, and again, both these ladies so alike. But Naomi into the Hurricane Rana right to the canvas, spiking her head. And now has Athena right where she wants her. Athena busted open. Into the power slam. And a split-legged moonsault to Athena. But Bayley was right there to break up the cover. What a night. What a chaotic night to Monday Night Raw. And now has Athena. Rose Plant again. Is this enough? Hooks the leg. Bayley is going to Money in the Bank. What a victory for the role model, as Bayley will join Bianca Belair and Toni Storm in the Women's Money in the Bank ladder match. What a victory for the role model. Trying to go back to the top of the mountain. She just got one step closer to accomplishing that goal.
Here is your winner, Bayley.
As Bayley celebrates, Bayley is going to the third annual Money in the Bank ladder match. Can Bayley Miss Money in the Bank. We are going to wait and see. What a victory for the role model. What a win here on Monday Night Raw. As it is time for our main event here on Monday Night Raw, and it is our final Money in the Bank qualifying match of the night, as here comes the aerial assassin, Will Ospreay.
Making his way to the ring from London, England, weighing in at 220 pounds, Will Ospreay.
And obviously Will Ospreay, very accomplished in Universe Mode, former AEW World Champion, former World Heavyweight Champion, and the first ever Men's Royal Rumble match winner. Will Ospreay, though, has suffered a lot of setbacks over the past year or so in his Universe Mode career. Will Ospreay believes that Money in the Bank could be his last shot to becoming undisputed WWE Champion. The first overall pick in the Universe Mode draft is here. Can Ospreay qualify? It's going to be a tough task if he wants to do that, because here comes his former tag team partner and former undisputed WWE Champion, the phenomenal AJ Styles, who was in last year's Money in the Bank ladder match and got pretty close to winning.
First, from Gainesville, Georgia, weighing in at 218 pounds, the phenomenal AJ Styles.
Much like our current WWE Champion John Cena, AJ Styles has also expressed his desire to retire at a later date. But AJ Styles, much like John Cena, wants one more run as WWE Champion. One more run on the top of the mountain. And he believes Money in the Bank is the best way to accomplish it. Can AJ do it? We will have to wait and see. As here comes the four-time WWE Champion.
Ohio, weighing in at 225 pounds, John Moxley.
The leader of the Death Riders, John Moxley, for the past few months has had a lot of issues with Eddie Kingston as of late, but John Moxley agreed to take part in this Money in the Bank qualifying match because John Moxley wants to become a 5-time WWE Champion, meaning that the Death Riders will control Monday Night Raw in his image. That's what John Moxley wants. Can he accomplish it? John Moxley has never competed in a Money in the Bank ladder match in our Universe Mode. Neither has Will Ospreay. AJ Styles, however, has. So here we go, our main event. Who will join Bandito and Sami Zayn in the men's Money in the Bank ladder match? Oh, look at this, Mox. I believe Mox is going to go for the curb stomp. Shades of Seth Rollins. Ospreay and Mox try to team up on AJ. AJ didn't let that happen. Obviously, the days of United Empire versus Bullet Club are over. Now, it's all about Money in the Bank. Friendship has to be thrown out the window in order to win a match like this. Otherwise, Moxley has this match in the bag. Ooh, great takedown there by Styles. All three of these men, former world champions at one point in their careers. Oh, Moxley with a clothesline, but AJ, great moonsault into a cover, and Ospreay was quickly able to break it up. And if I'm AJ and Ospreay, I'd actually double team on Jon Moxley. Moxley doesn't need to be in a Money in the Bank ladder match. He's already quite accomplished in his career. He's accomplished arguably more than anyone in a Universe Mode career. Oh, Ospreay with a kendo stick. AJ saw it coming. Oh, referee got a little bit of that exchange. And now the Phenomenal One has Ospreay on his shoulders, takes him down. Mox trying to take advantage. AJ says no as well. Ospreay. Man, everyone going after everybody in this match. Moxley now with the kendo stick. Jon Moxley. Now a cover on Ospreay. Kick out by Will. And Jon Moxley. Imagine him parading around with that Money in the Bank briefcase if he were to win the ladder match. Ospreay trying to get control of Mox. Now Mox wants this done in the ring. Oh my god. Big shot to Ospreay. And now Moxley telling Ospreay to get to his feet. Buckshot lariat. And now Styles back in the mix. Into the suplex. Moxley looking down. But there's Ospreay. Has Mox in the corner. Oh, Styles has Ospreay into the calf crusher. Calf crusher's in, but there's Moxley. Now Moxley going after Ospreay, trying to go for the pile driver. AJ, I don't know why he would break it up. Now Mox rolls through on AJ, trying to steal the win, trying to qualify, and now Styles rolls up on his own, and a kick out by Mox. These two men know a lot about each other. Oh, wait a minute. Dirty deeds. And now Ospreay into the Hurricane Rana cover. Referee taking his time, and that could add a bit of frustration to Will Ospreay. Now as AJ into the corner, what does Ospreay have in mind? This does not look good. Wait a minute. Trying to go for the Spanish fly. AJ able to counter. And now everyone going after everybody. It is chaos here on Monday Night Raw. Styles has Ospreay into the Styles Clash. But Mox was right there. Mox was right there to break it up. Jon Moxley, such an accomplished wrestler. Here's Ospreay into the reverse underhook. And now AJ and Ospreay, two friends, doing battle. Styles in a pile driver to Ospreay. Ospreay could have broke his damn neck, but it's all about Money in the Bank. Like we said, friendship has to be thrown out the window. Moxley rearranging furniture. And Mox rolls up Styles again. And another kick out. Moxley trying everything in his power to gain control. DDT to Styles. Ospreay from behind. And a Snapdragon. Styles, phenomenal form. No. Nobody home. Moxley going after Ospreay. And now it's Moxley and Styles working together. And now facebuster by AJ. That's the thing with triple threat matches. You're bound to see unholy alliances. And now the vintage reverse DDT by AJ Styles. Ospreay trying to drag Jon Moxley over. Oh! Kendo stick right across the head. Ospreay no-sold it. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, Ospreay was probably thinking his own styles clash on Moxley. What a match between three former world champions that want to go to Money in the Bank for a chance to do it one more time. Now has Moxley into the Styles Clash. But Ospreay not allowing that to happen. Oh no, look at this. How poetic. Ospreay with a Styles Clash on AJ Styles. What is going to have to give for these three men? They never want to stay down. Blue Thunder Bomb. Axe handle by Mox. The four-time WWE champion, who is a victim of the first ever Money in the Bank cash-in. AJ Styles. Dropped down by Mox. Leapfrog. Oh, the Judas effect. Mocking his current rival Chris Jericho. But Mox now. Oh, and the Falcon's Arrow. Moxley could be signaling the beginning of the end. Oh, Mox. Oh, the sledgehammer. Meanwhile, Moxley into the paradigm shift. Paradigm shift to Ospreay to qualify. Jon Moxley is going to Money in the Bank. Jon Moxley is the third man to qualify for the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. You have got to be kidding me. What a victory for Jon Moxley. Imagine if Moxley becomes Mr. Money in the Bank. Either way, it's happening. What a match. There were numerous points where we thought all three of these men were going to win the match and qualify for the Money in the Bank ladder match, but in the end, it was Jon Moxley who took advantage of the chaos, found the perfect time, the paradigm shift to Ospreay, and that was enough for Jon Moxley to punch his ticket to Money in the Bank. What a victory for Jon Moxley. And you got to think, can Moxley very well hold that briefcase and become Mr. Money in the Bank? What a victory for Jon Moxley, as that will conclude episode 31 of season 3 of Raw in our WWE 2K25 Universe mode. If you like this video, be sure to leave a like, be sure to subscribe, be sure to turn post notifications on, so that way you never miss an upload. And until next time, this has been your boy Willie Alexander of Will's Wrestling Corner. I will see you in the next video. Be good people, and peace.